Going over the trades that I took this week. Um, one was um, a loss. Uh, the first one was a loss. So here's the first one right here. Okay. So at this point, the fib had already played out. Well, the fib really didn't play out because this went all the way to, is that where my fib was? Maybe my fib was here. No, that don't make sense because this is the low. Yeah, the fib would have been here. And um, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why I took this trade. I really don't know. I think it was because of the divergence, and I don't even know if this was a zone when I took this trade. I have to find a better way of um, marking which trades I took. I'm supposed to put them in my trade log. I got to start doing that. But I know I got in around here. I'm assuming I got in because there was divergence here. And then I think I may have had a a trend line here. And this is, yeah, I think so because this was like a really tiny break and retest. But I'm like, I mean, that's what it's supposed to do. I think. I don't know. I don't remember this trade too much. But let's let it play out a little bit more and see. Yeah, because otherwise, my trend line may have been down some more to cover more price. But yeah, so I took a trade right around here somewhere. And then that's when I did um my back testing, and I decided to only take the trades that go along with the trend because I'm assuming because there's little divergence and it hit in TP1. I'm like, okay, it hit TP1. This is um, a retest of the previous resistance area, now support. So I'm like, divergence, TP1, test, break, and retest. It might go up. So I don't know. That's what I was thinking, I guess. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, that's where I got in at right there for that trade. And then I was like, well, I'm only going to get in trades that um that's on a downtrend because all of this obviously is downtrend and it's been, you know, it'll go down, retest, impulse correction, continuation, and the corrections, it'll just retest the previous area of support and then go down and then do it again. So I'm like, you know what? This went back up. And then at this point, I was like, did that break? Should I wait for a retest and then do a buy? And I was like, nope. That's how I got messed up last time. So what I did instead was just adjusted my trend line. And I was like, it broke a little bit, but not really. That's, just a little slippage. So I was like, I'm gonna get in for a sale right here. So That's what I did. I got in for a sale. And at first my stop loss was like, I think right up here. And then my take profit was here. Okay, so I have a very, very, very bad habit of letting my losses run until it just stops me out. But with my winning trades, I always go in and change something. So I went and I changed my stop loss as the trade was playing out. So I was like, it's maintaining structure, it's staying below there. My stop loss ain't got to be all the way up there. Let's bring it like to right around here. So then I'm like, it's still playing out. It's still playing out. So, I'll go ahead and move it to right around here. I think this was the last place right around here. It was maybe around 25, 30 pips or something like that. But I'm like, it's definitely gonna go down here because that's what it's showing me. But right around, I think this area, yeah, divergence was forming, and it was maintaining structure with um this zone right here. So I started to get out when it was approaching. Well, I had to leave. I left at around this time. So I started to get out here, but I'm like, you know what? It's doing so good. It's just a few pips from there. It's gonna go there. So I left the trade open, and of course, remember I moved my stop loss to right around in here. Yeah, right around in here. But it went so fast that it took me out, like right up here. So I pretty much made a little bit less than nothing on this trade. And then what did it do? It went and hit my TP. If I would have left my stop loss where it was, placed a trade, walked away, didn't monitor it, didn't change nothing, it would have played out perfectly. I even have a little reminder here. The cost of entering the trade is the stop loss. Once the order is executed, the fee is paid. I accept the cost before I enter the position. That means if it hit my stop loss, it hit my stop loss. But I don't change it. But I did. So that's a yay and a ugh, because it did what I thought it was going to do. But me going and changing things made it where I didn't benefit from it. So, lesson learned. I was expecting the price to go down here. I put these little reminders to buy at these areas. Well, at first it was like over here, but price was going super slow, so I kept moving it. I really don't know where price is going now. It did break this trend line again. I'm still forming divergence, so I'll have to do a full top-down analysis to see what's going to happen next. But those were the trades I placed. Even though it wasn't a profitable week, I do think it was a successful week because I did make the commitment to trade the trend. And now I'm recommitting to, once I place a trade, leaving it alone. I have to know where I'm getting in and where I'm getting out, whether that's a stop loss or to take profit, and just leave it without trading, without changing either. So, yep, that was this week's trades.